So this is part 4 of the jewelry box. Now we're going to do a little math here before we get going. So first off, I'm just going to turn this sketch off because it's turned on. And we're going to inspect something so we know how big things are to make our box lid and our box bottom. So we're going to go to inspect. Now from inspect, we're going to pick that line right there. And it says it's 6.5 inches. And then we're going to pick this line here. Now, if I pick them both at the same time, it's going to give us an angle. So I'm just going to close this off and start it over again. Inspect. And this one is 9.5. So we have 6.5 and 9.5. So now we know how big our lid's going to be. So why don't we make our lid right here? So we're going to start with a sketch. So create a sketch and we're going to make it right off of here. Okay. And we're going to do P for project. And we're going to project these 4 things. So we have some reference points. Okay. And then all we do is we take a box tool, we grab the corner right here, and we go down to the corner of this one, and finish sketch. No measurements needed, and our sketch is there. Then all we do is extrude. Now, we got to extrude all these 4 parts. Okay, there's our extrusion. There's our 4 pieces, right? Got them all. And we know that our extrusion was 3/8 thick. So we're going to come up at 3/8, right? And once again, we're not doing a join, we're doing a new component, right? And click OK, and we now have a lid there. Now we don't like the texture of it, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go A for appearance, and I'm going to click on this one and do a drop down, and we're going to grab this and put it on top. And which way? It's the wrong way. Now, here's our problem. If I go and right mouse click and edit this one, and I put this back to 0, everything changes, right? So we're going to hit escape. We're going to right mouse click on this one. I'm going to duplicate it. Now we're going to go back to this one, right mouse click and edit. And we're going to make this one. Oh, you can see it actually went back already and reset itself. So there we go. So we now have our lid, right? Now we got to do the bottom. So how do we do that one? Well, let's cheat here. Let's get rid of appearance, right? So let's just move this one up here and go close. And we're going to take this component. We're going to right mouse click. We're going to copy. We're going to right mouse click. We're going to paste new. And we're going to move it over. Right? And then hit enter. Now what we're going to do is we're going to modify this one. So in the timeline, right, you come down here. There's the part. So if I double click the extrusion, right, I'm going to go and change that one to 1/4. Okay, and hit enter. So now it's thinner, which means it can go into there. All right, so to make this easy to see what we're doing, we're also just going to hide a couple things. Oh, I did mess up. We're going to have to change that because those are sideways. Okay, so I'm going to hide a couple things. I'm going to hide this one here, which is this component. So I'm going to hide it. And that's actually all we need. Okay, so we're going to join. So J for joint. We're going to come in here. We're going to find the center of this one. Okay, so there's center. And we know that it's going to be centered on this one. Come on, just turn on me here. And it's going to center on that. Okay, and click on OK. Now, it's in there. I think it's lined up. Might be lined up, but what we're going to do is just do a move for a second. Grab this one and move it. Okay, because we're not quite sure if it's actually was lined up or not. Hit enter, and then what we're going to do is J for join. And again, come right into this one. Find the center right there. Spin around and find the center of that one. And what it's going to do is says there's a components originally assembled. That is because I moved it. But we're going to hit continue and get out of this and hit OK. And now what happens is it's still not joined, right? So we're going to take that rigid one out and we're going to get rid of this move and just delete the move. There you go. Now it's put in place, right? And then finally we can turn on our component. So we now have a box that's finished, other than this is the wrong way. So we're going to go back to appearance, A to appearance. We're going to, this one here, go edit, And we're going to rotate this, okay, one of these 90 degrees, okay. So hang on a second, that one, 92, sure. That's that, but then we're going to take this original one, we're going to put it on top of here and move it back the other way. Okay, so there we go. So now we have our box completed, and it's time now to see, hey, is it all done? But let's stop here and go on to the last tutorial, or maybe the second last tutorial, because we're going to add something called splines now.